What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Soul's Purpose, Enlighten, back with another video. So, I wanted to come on here and talk about some things and what I experienced in another epiphany that I had. And the other day I was at work, which I'm at work right now, but I was sitting down and I just said to myself, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get that done. And what I thought to myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to stop saying that, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this by this day. I'm going to do this tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Basically setting time frames when I'm going to get something done or when I'm going to do something. And I notice not every time, but sometimes when I say those things, knowing that inside myself, maybe I don't want to do it right now, or maybe I don't want to do it tomorrow, or maybe I don't want to do it at all. So when I set those goals or set those, set those time frames of me saying, okay, basically, or setting a routine. So when I sit here saying that, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. So I'm looking around because I make sure no customers coming in. But saying that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, right? Even though I probably don't even want to do it. What happens is, okay, when I don't do it, or I don't do that thing tomorrow, I notice that I get down on myself, or I'm like, dang, why I didn't get that done, or why did I do this and why did I do that? And what I've learned, or what Spirit has showed me, or what Spirit gave me an epiphany of, how about doing this? Okay, how about doing this instead of setting a goal or setting a time frame or setting a limit or whatever? Why don't you just, first of all, you can just do it like Nike, or you can just, if it's something that is a big thing that you're trying to do, okay? Everybody always talk about when it's the new year and they try to set these long-term goals, short-term goals, or these things that they want to get done or be or just look like for the new year. Let's talk about okay, they want to be a better person for the new year. Maybe they want to stop smoking. Let's try that. Maybe they want to stop smoking cigarettes, okay? So they say, oh, I'm going to stop smoking cigarettes by such and such, okay? This date, this month. And it's getting closer. But they haven't. What happened was that they continue to keep smoking those cigarettes. And the date is approaching. So they sit there, they look at themselves like, dang, I'm still smoking these cigarettes. I'm still doing this and I'm still doing that. And they get down on themselves and they say, oh, forget it. What's more powerful, what I've learned is just, yes, you could just do it, but taking these little steps, okay, into getting this goal or this dream accomplished. Meaning, and what my teacher had told me, instead of I'm gonna give you like a figurative language or a metaphor. She had told me that when we try to get to these goals or these dreams that we want to do, we tend to do all these things, meaning like, okay, for example, you want to stop smoking cigarettes, okay? What will happen is you probably will try to just quit cold turkey. Then you start eating right. And then you start exercising out of nowhere like crazy. And then every single day. And then you're going to work on time. And then you're doing all these things all at once just for you to stop smoking. And what it causes you to do, you start to burn out. And then when you start to stress, and maybe you start getting into depression because you're doing all these things all at once just so you can stop smoking. Now, what she had told me is kind of like going up a flight of stairs. Why try to take the stairs that have a longer stretch to get up there? You're going to take a whole bunch of, like, basically a big amount of energy to get to each step, meaning doing all those things in between, which leaves you burnt out. Now, if you take the flight of stairs that are shorter, right? They're shorter. They're like little bitty. Maybe it's like 1 inch, or not 1 inch. Maybe it's like a couple of centimeters to get to that next step. Think about a ruler. She had told me this, thinking about a ruler. When we have a ruler, you don't just measure everything by 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, and so on. You have little centimeters in the middle, right? You have those little centimeters in the middle, okay? So you can't skip those. Now, if something you're measuring, you're not going to just be like, okay, I'm going to just round it up and go to 2 inches when this thing is 1.3/4 or whatever it is, okay? I hope you get my drift, okay? I hope you get what I'm saying. But what I've learned is I set these goals and I'm trying to do everything in my power to basically get to this goal, meaning maybe overworking, maybe learning this topic, learning that topic, learning this topic. And Spirit had told me, what is the rush? Why are you trying to do all these things at once and you see yourself get burnt out? So I'm saying to you, the antidote to this is, people say, get your head out of the clouds, stop dreaming, and just do it. Okay, you can do that. But the thing about manifestation, what I've learned, is when you sit there and you just daydream. You daydream. Yes, you need to put some action to everything, things that you do, and I'm going to get to that. But when you daydream, or when you're basically manifesting, maybe writing down your foundation, how you want things to look, or how you want to get there, or just saying affirmations every day. I am powerful. I will stop smoking. I am going to be a non-smoker, or whatever, okay? And you keep saying these affirmations. You keep saying, you're tricking your brain to being like, okay, well, we're going to stop smoking. We're a non-smoker. And then maybe you try to put a cigarette to your mouth and you be like, ugh, I don't even want that no more. Because your voice, your words alchemize, transmuted some type of chemical, or not just chemical, some type of compound, your cells or whatever, your vibration. You change your energy by just speaking, by manifesting, by speaking it out loud, in which it calls you to take some action, meaning you don't even want to smoke no more, meaning you start to exercise when you wasn't really exercising at first. Then you start eating better, and then you start doing so many different things that in those centimeters cause you to basically stop smoking or get healthier, right? Hey YouTube, I'm back. Had a customer. So anyway, so back to the centimeters. What I was saying was, the centimeters on that ruler, we can't just dismiss the centimeters, okay? We can't just dismiss it. If something is measuring out 1 inch in 3/4 or whatever like that, I don't know how the ruler thing works sometimes, but those centimeters are basically lessons, wisdom and knowledge, experiences, rest, whatever you want to call it, hermit mode, for you to reflect, sit down and reflect. Okay, what caused me to smoke? Why do I have the urge of to pick up the cigarette or anything like that? So when we're always on the go, trying to force it, meaning trying to make this goal or make this wish or make this thing come about based on how we want to see it, we tend to fail. We tend to fail at it because we want it to go our way. But it doesn't always go our way, okay? Always trying to gather up all this thing, rush and do all this stuff, and then you become burnt out and depressed, and you fall right back into the habit again. So, meaning, going with the flow, manifesting Manifesting is a big part of this. When you just ask the divine or you just speak things into the existence, okay? When you speak things into existence, it goes the divine way as it sees fit for your greatest good, for your highest good, okay? And then you exercise and you're doing all these things and I forgot where I was. Okay, but yeah. But yeah, overall what I was saying was it's just to just enjoy the process. You don't have to do it all at once. And again, burn yourself out to get to where you need to get to. Your manifestation is like how I think what manifestation is, or the law of attraction and stuff like that, is really a communication with the divine telepathically about what you want. That's how I look at it. All it is just prayer. It's prayer that's telepathic, and you're creating this energy, this force field around you. What people say the vortex. You're getting into the vortex to deliver your quest or deliver the image that you have in your head to the divine, to the source, to the universe, to God. Okay. And God sees that. God feels that. God hears that. Even if you don't talk. So when you send up that request with your mind or with your writing, God works it out for you, or your spirit guides, your ancestors, or your angels works it out for you. It might not be how you want it to be getting to that goal. Maybe God has to strip something off of you. Maybe you're hanging around some friends that smoke cigarettes. So God gonna have to shake up some things for them friendships to end. You want to stop smoking, right? Okay. How about let's sit down and reflect what's causing you to be stressed all the time. Are you working too many hours? You got some trauma, or did you learn, or did you pick this habit up from your childhood, wherever it came from? Now here come the hermit mode. Now you got to be by yourself to reflect on yourself. Okay? Now it can work in any way. I don't know how God's going to do it in your life, but that's what I've learned. With manifestation comes the reality of what things needs to die in our life in order to get to this goal or get to your manifestation. That's what I've learned. You don't have to work yourself to the bone or whatever just to get there. Doing it all at once in one day, that's how people give up. If you want to work out and you want to lose weight, why? And you just now starting to work out. Okay? You just now starting to exercise or meditate or whatever like that. Why try to set yourself up for failure by saying, okay, I'm going to work out 7 days a week, right? You're setting yourself up for failure. How about doing it a little bit at a time? How about starting off with 10 minutes in the morning by doing maybe a little crunch. Then you can gradually get bigger and bigger, like, more days of working out, more times or whatever like that. However you want to set it out, it takes increments. Don't miss them centimeters. So that's all I wanted to say, y'all. So that's what I've learned on my journey, and I wanted to share with y'all. And I hope it gave you some wisdom, some knowledge, some insight. And please subscribe to my channel, like, and go and comment if you have any things to talk about, or you want to chime in, put your 2 cents in, whatever it is. All right. Well, y'all have a good day. Peace.